Hello guys, and welcome to another Macho Luco channel video. This time we're staying in New York State, but we're talking about William Jacobson, who disappeared on April 27th, 2008 between 3 and 4 a.m. around Ithaca College. And William was a 19-year-old that was another brilliant student at the college. And he was well liked by his friends and classmates, and he was doing well in his studies, and he was an outstanding student by all accounts. So again, not the kind of person that was pondering whether they should be there or not. On the evening of April 26th, 2008, William was at a house party at 135 Grandview Avenue in Ithaca, which is just under a mile north of the college. And this was a Shakespearean themed party, so people were dressed in that kind of Elizabethan get-ups, and of course William decided to go as the man himself, as William Shakespeare, of course. It made sense. Had a great time, and sometime between 3 and 4 a.m. he decided to walk back to Terrace 11. Now, the terraces where students lived were on the southern tip of the campus. So, in other words, to get there, he would have had to cross campus, or he would have gone west of it. But basically, it would have taken him roughly 34 minutes, according to Google, to make that walk. And this was in April, a night. It was about 40 degrees Fahrenheit at the time, so cool, but not crazy cold. Nothing to trigger hypothermia, especially if someone's walking and they know that their destination is relatively close. So basically, on Monday, when the other students and his roommate realized he never came back, or he just wasn't there where they were expecting him to be, they reported him missing, right? And basically, they on Tuesday, over 100 friends and fellow students worked the area of the route that William would have walked, right? Because there's only really two ways he could have gotten there. He could have walked south, basically on it's kind of like a main drag, Danby Road, and that would have taken him the shortest amount of time, 34 minutes. Or he would have taken Farm Road and cut towards the campus, which Farm Road is a kind of windy road that goes between a parking service and a compost facility, and a bunch of parking lots there, a pond, and more parking lots until you finally hit the college. So after he was found, they assumed he took the latter, the second option, to try to get to where he was living in Terrace 11. So they started looking for him intensely, and after they realized they've looked everywhere between the two, the house party and his home, they basically scoured the entire area with hundreds of searchers and volunteers. The police realized they still didn't really do a good job on one specific area, and that was a pond that was surrounded by parking lots and some brush. And this pond was on the intersection of Farm Road and Grant Egbert Boulevard. And this was on the northeast part of this T intersection. And to the south of it, you have a sea of parking lots. These are parking lots made mainly for the students of the campus. To the east, more parking lots and some brush, some light woods. And then to the north, like I said, the Public Safety and Parking Services building, and to the left, a composting facility with some more light woods and the green fields. So what I'm saying is this particular spot with this pond was not very densely, built in or populated. There was nothing much there except a couple of roads, some parking lots, and some lots with trees and shrubs and grass. There's not much there, right? So the police put divers in that pond, and at 9:30 a.m., divers pulled the body from the water, and it turned out to be William. They could make the ID really quick because of his getup and his William Shakespeare attire, and they realized it was him. And the body was quickly turned over to the coroner, who reported that, again, notice the similarity, there was no foul play or violence to the body. And of course, being pulled out of an 8-foot pond, that was the deepest section of the pond, 8 feet, and William could swim, so this was unusual. They classified it as accidental drowning. Now, William did have some drinks at the party, but he wasn't drunk, and many people at the party stated this. He had about 3 or 4 drinks, he had a good time, but by 3 a.m., a lot of time has elapsed since his last drink was had, and he was not staggering, he was not, slurring his words, he was just trying to get home, and no one thought that was weird to walk, under half a mile to get home. They said, yeah, sure, man, just take it easy. So there wasn't anything unusual, or like he wasn't taking any other drugs, according to the people at the party, and he wasn't incoherent. So for him to end up in this pond, and as you look at the map here, you can see that you would have to be stumbling and really out of it to go from Farm Road heading south and somehow stumble into the pond that did not have any steep sides to it. I'll try to get a street view version of it for you guys here. But as you see, this was not something that you could technically kind of, if you get too close at night without looking, fall in because you didn't see the edge, right? That is not the case. So again, very unusual that he ended up in that body of water, right? And again, no one driving either Farm Road or Grand Egbert Boulevard noticed anything in the 2 days prior to him being found as they passed the pond, right? The pond is surrounded by roads, so you would assume in those days there would be drivers driving, especially of the searchers as well, but there would be a lot of eyes on that pond, and there was nothing there until the Wednesday when the police finally took the body out of the water. So, and again, just to hammer the point home, guys, friends and family of William said this is very unlike him. They've seen him have fun at parties before. They've seen him have some drinks. They've never seen him. They never thought this would happen. Like nothing similar has happened in his past. So this was a one-off that obviously was deadly. And again, if you're here with me on this channel, you'll realize that I don't believe this was just a stumbling accident where he tripped over something, fell in the water, and all of a sudden he drowned, right? I do not believe this is the case. And let's hear from one of his friends that knew him pretty well. On April 30th, an article in Connect Tri-States had an interview with one of his friends, Sonia. And Sonia Klinger, a friend of Montgomery, said that William would not wander off. She was in shock, and she said he was very intellectual, very smart, and he would not do this on purpose. It's not within him. So again, please take that and digest it, and all my heartfelt sorrow is with the Jacobson family over this. This is not, I don't believe this was some kind of accident. I'm with you. I think something really unusual happened here, something very sinister, and I'm going to keep digging here with similar cases. But the point I'm trying to make here to get you to understand that this is not just an accident is that like it would be one thing if the party goers would have said, hey man, maybe we should get you home, you look like you're totally out of it, or maybe you should just stay here, sleep it off. That was not the case, okay? And that's almost never the case with these cases. These people, when they leave, they seem fine. They might be in a tipsy mood, but they seem fine. They're not stumbling. They're just trying to get home, and they're trying to do the responsible thing. They're not driving. They're walking, right? And this happens. So please post below with your comments. Please post below with what you think may have happened to William. And look at the maps, look at the street view, see if you can figure out a way that maybe there's something I didn't cover, or maybe if you live in that area, maybe you know of a few things I don't, because I definitely do not live there, but I do try to make these presentations as logical and obvious as possible, so you guys can sort out what could have happened and what could not have happened. Okay, so post your comments below, and thank you for spending some time with me. Thank you for looking into this mystery, and I'll see you in my next video.